What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Red Zone Chronicles. I'm your host, Javi. Thanks for being back. I know we're about 4 episodes in. Thanks for joining me on this journey. You guys joined me for the Seahawks episode, and that was really cool. So today we have a special guest. We're doing the San Francisco 49ers episode, and I'm going to introduce you guys to my nephew, Oscar.
What's up, guys? I'm Oscar. I'm 19 years old, and I'm Javi's nephew. I currently attend the University of New Mexico, and I'm majoring in exercise science. I'm a lifelong sports fan. I grew up playing soccer, but I'm a huge 49ers fan. I bleed red and gold, and I'm a big fan of football. So, yes, sir.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I've been trying to get you on the podcast for a while because I let you know as soon as I was doing this what I was going to do, and you were like, sign me up for the Niners episode.
Yes,
So we're here today. You know, football season's kind of upon us. We're really close actually to the start of the season, and I wanted to get you on here especially before you start getting busy with school again, coming back,
sir.
and I want to get you on here. But I just wanted to touch base and kind of start off with you've been a Niners fan for how long now?
So honestly, my whole life, I would say, but like watching the games like consistently and knowing about following the players, I would say for a good 6 years. So since I was 13,
Awesome,
so my teens so far. But yeah.
Yeah. And we always have the rivalries because I'm a Broncos fan, so my family's Niner fans. So sometimes we have that rivalry, especially when we play each other, right? Which isn't too often.
No, not too often,
But in the time that you've been a Niners fan, going back to who you can remember watching back in the day, watching obviously now, who would be on your Mount Rushmore? Like all-time players. It could be coaches, it could be players. Like who would you kind of put on that? That Mount Rushmore?
I would say my Mount Rushmore. Definitely Joe Montana.
Okay.
Top 3 quarterbacks of all time. I would say Jerry Rice. I think greatest receiver of all time.
You can't keep him out. Yeah, you can't keep him out of that list.
How many yards?
He's
too many.
disgusting.
Too many.
Yeah, he's a goat. He's a goat.
I would say Steve Young as well.
Okay, so you got 2 quarterbacks in there.
2 quarterbacks, winners
Yeah.
at the end of the day. And then my final one, I would really want to say Patrick Willis, but but I think the problem is he just didn't win a Super Bowl, unfortunately. But he tried, But I would probably say Ronnie Lott.
Ronnie Lott, okay.
Defensive back.
I like that.
4 Super Bowls with us.
Heavy hitter. Yeah,
hit it hard,
yep.
But
Man, I like that because, I think Patrick Willis doesn't get enough credit. He was one of the best linebackers of all time, and obviously his career was cut a little bit short with injuries, and he just stepped away from football, right? So
yeah.
But I definitely think he kind of paved the way for those, Luke Kuechly's, Brian Urlacher. Shout out Brian Urlacher, New Mexico.
Yes, sir.
And those middle linebackers, heavy hitters that are just they run the defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like that list because you throw in, obviously the GOATs in there.
Yeah.
You guys have had a lot of good players. You even look at even now. You guys have arguably one of the best running backs if he can stay healthy, which is the jersey you're wearing.
Yes,
Christian
sir.
McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey. Shout out Christian McCaffrey.
God, that guy was my number 1 overall pick in fantasy football last year.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. He also came back at the end of the day, but went out the second game, I think, or third. So.
As soon as I started seeing questionable very beginning of the season, I was like, this is it. That was my first number 1 overall pick, and he's going down.
The funny part is I would see the 49er updates each time. I'd keep scrolling, and then it'd be like, oh, McCaffrey got hurt, but he's going to be good to start the season.
Yeah.
And it just kept saying,
this one was not that.
He's skipping the training camp. He's skipping the mandatory trainings and all of that. And then comes to week 1, unfortunately he will be out.
Bro.
And then they're like, oh, yeah, his Achilles are cooked.
Yeah, they dragged it on.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of just being week 1, dude, this is going to be a 6-week injury, they were like, oh, he'll play next week. Oh, he'll play. And then finally, week 4 or 5, they were like, okay, this is going to be 6 to 8 weeks. And I'm like, so the whole season.
Yeah, so it was very unfortunate what happened. He came back, but his Achilles were not fine at the end of the day. So he probably should have sat out the whole season, unfortunately. But I hate how they dragged it on for such a long time.
It's also my luck, dude. I'm not even kidding. We were talking about it, and I'm gonna get the Saquon Barkley is gonna be my first overall pick if I get the number 1 pick in my draft this year. And there's a lot of odds going against that, saying
Yeah.
don't do it because he's just got the Madden.
Madden,
He's on the
oh
Madden
my
cover now for 2025. And he just, the workload, and the way that they play football there in Philadelphia. And
Philadelphia. Yeah,
my
they
luck,
give him,
I'm going to draft him and he's going to get hurt.
they give him the ball a lot of times. So, I mean,
We'll see what happens. But yeah, so obviously Oscar's been there's Saquon Barkley. Yeah, dude, he's
he's a beast.
He's a beast. Oscar's been a lifelong, 49ers fan. Man, we've been to some games together, right?
Yeah.
You were young too. You're younger, obviously.
Yeah, we went to that preseason Bronco Niner.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I forgot the score, but I remember I got some
Yeah.
gloves
Yeah.
by a player.
That was so cool.
And I forgot his name, unfortunately. I don't know who it was.
This guy, guys, is the luckiest person, and not kid anymore because he's not a kid, but
Yeah.
he used to be a kid, obviously. So he was like the luckiest kid ever. Like anywhere we would go, Brad Paisley country concerts, football games.
Football.
This guy, we went to what, 2 Brad Paisley concerts where you got
Yeah.
you got a pick once, right?
Yeah.
And then, or what was it?
A guitar. I got a signed guitar by Brad Paisley. He was sick. I got to go on the stage too, and
God,
a lot of people around.
Yeah, there were so many people in the crowd for Brad Paisley to give his guitar to or give anything to. Oscar gets it. And then we were, like he mentioned, we were at a 49ers game, and the Broncos were playing the 49ers preseason. And he got a pair of gloves from one of the 49ers players that, he was one of, it was in Denver, so a lot of Bronco fans.
Yeah.
One of fewer Niner fans, and the guy went right up to him and gave him his gloves.
And
so
I still have them till this day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're huge.
little too
still.
big for your
They're still
hands?
huge. But you know what? Hey, I
Hey.
take them.
I was a pro NFL player at some point.
Yeah, so that was cool. But
God.
I think we play you guys again this preseason. I'm pretty sure.
I think we play, yeah. Mhm.
But
But preseason is hard because it's like the main guys aren't in.
yeah,
and
or
you're-
they play one
Yeah.
snap, and it's like, oh yeah, they're good for the day. So
And this is kind of when I think the Niners, obviously, I don't want to say rebuild, but you guys are kind of in that mode of, I don't want to say rebuild, but you had some players leave, some players
Yeah.
got injured. So yeah, you can talk about that, like your
yeah, so
outlook on the team right now.
it is a little rough, but I think our team is still pretty good. We lost Debo to the Commanders, the Greenlaw and Hufanga
To my team.
to the Broncos,
Yeah.
which sucks. But
Yeah.
we also lost Charvarius Ward,
Yeah.
a great corner. He's a Pro Bowler as well. And I think Aaron Banks,
Yeah.
he's like a guard
Guard,
tackle.
tackle, yeah.
So yeah, we lost a lot of big pieces, unfortunately. But I feel like we still have a lot of dogs.
A lot of core
dogs,
people. Yeah.
yes sir.
Yeah, because I think you still have, dude, you got Fred Warner,
Yeah.
who's arguably the best linebacker in the NFL,
Yeah,
right?
right
Especially
now.
right now. You guys have Brock Purdy, who that was crazy. Brock Purdy coming in, was it a 6th or 7th round pick? It was
Yeah.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant. He was
Last
the
pick of the
pick.
draft. Who would have known that
Yes.
this kid was gonna just be who he was? Like I'm not saying he's like the GOAT or Tom Brady or anything like that, but like who would have known that this guy was gonna be?
Yeah,
like,
he's a
God,
stud.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's a stud, bro.
It's funny how that works. It's like, like everyone's laughing because he's the last pick of the draft. Like he probably got like 3 seconds of TV time of his draft pick,
Bro.
and a lot of quarterbacks got injured, and it was his
They threw him in.
shot. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Even watching him that first game against the Dolphins, because that's when he came in, he looked confident, and I was like, I like this guy more than
Yeah.
Garoppolo already.
Yeah, Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
God, dude.
That was honestly the Jimmy G era wasn't even that rough in my
Yeah.
opinion. We signed him from the Patriots, I'm pretty sure, and he tore his ACL that first season with
Yeah.
us. So that was already rough. It looked rough, but then it was like he came back and he actually did pretty good in
I
my
think so,
opinion.
yeah.
He wasn't really. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
there's Jimmy G right there.
Yeah, Jimmy.
God, the what is it? The heartthrob.
Yeah.
The ladies love him, but he wasn't terrible. I just think that Brock Purdy he fits your mold. He fits what you guys are looking to do there in San Francisco. He's like I don't want to say a game manager because people use that as like he's not good. He just
that's
fits your
everyone's
scheme.
excuse.
No, he's good, but he just fits your mold. He fits, and he's like very like confident, but also like humble.
Humble, yeah. He's very
Quieter, at least that's what it seems like. But because you guys, like you said, you've had some dogs in the last few years. You
Exactly.
had Fred Warner back there. You had Travarius Ward. You have, just all the dudes that you have on that defensive line. You have Joey Bosa, who's, he's obviously a really good player. But yeah, you got Trent Williams.
Trent
which is
Williams,
freaking-
yeah.
If you could pull up a pic of Trent Williams up there somewhere.
Freaking huge, bro.
I think his nickname's a gorilla.
Something like that. I don't even know.
Dude, he's
but
massive.
he protects well, so.
Yeah,
that's all
so
he-
that's what I'm saying. So you guys, I think you guys are in a good spot. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah. Look how
Yeah.
huge he is, bro.
Look at those mitts. Look at those hands.
I think he's like 6'5",
350.
350, I think, something like that.
Little tatted, a beard.
He just, like, he looks
Bro.
scary to go up against. Like, I would not.
Nope.
There's a video of someone, like, running away while he was, like, chasing him down, and they were just running away, not wanting to.
They're like
get
going
near
down
it.
for him, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Here, I'm just laying down."
Yeah, exactly.
Just like, don't hurt me.
But,
No, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, I think you guys have a bright season ahead of you guys. Tough division.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got. I mean, obviously, you guys have been a juggernaut for the last few years. Then you got the Rams, who have
Rams.
been, they got Matthew Stafford.
Stafford.
They're on it, dude. They got some players too.
Puka. They just got
Puka.
Devontae
Devontae, and then on
Adams.
defense, do that. I watch a lot of podcasts and follow a lot of people, and Jared Verse
Jared, yeah,
is
Verse.
what everyone talks about.
Really good, yeah.
Like they're like, this guy is Aaron Donald retires.
Yeah.
He's the great, arguably the greatest defensive player we've ever seen.
Yeah, for sure.
At least in our time frame. And then you get Jared Verse,
Yeah, exactly.
and then
it's
this
like
guy
a,
just is amazing.
It's just a mini him too. It's
dude,
like a mini
crazy.
Donald. So
and they
it's
worked
like,
out together. They were like,
Yeah.
he called him out and stuff. But
Oh my.
dude, so I think you guys got the Rams, you guys got the Seahawks, and then you guys got the Cardinals, who I don't think you can ever really count them out.
No,
Kyler's
definitely
kind
not.
of coming back into his own. You know what I mean?
course.
But yeah, that division's going to be, obviously it's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Coming up in this next season again.
Yeah, I just think it's like we have the easiest schedule,
Mm-hmm.
is what I've seen so far. Maybe not the easiest, but since we finished fourth
Strength
last
of
year,
schedule, yeah.
we got all the fourth place teams plus the AFC South.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's like Texans, right?
Yeah, Texans, Titans.
And I think I forgot the other division we got, but our schedule's pretty easy in my opinion. So
Yeah.
I expect us to do really good, like
I hope so.
12, 13 wins. But
Bro, you guys got the coach too, like
Shanahan, yeah,
like that dude's a
amazing.
mastermind from, again, everything I've watched, everything I've seen, people talking about him.
Yeah,
like
of course.
him, Sean McVay, like that tree.
Yeah, they like
Um,
all like know each other.
yeah.
The guy from the Dolphins,
Packers too. Mike McDaniel,
McDaniel,
and then also Packers. LaFleur.
Yeah, exactly.
Those guys are like young. You know what I mean? In their 30s,
Yeah.
like early, late 30s, early 40s, kind of just.
Yeah, they're all young and freaking amazing coaches.
Then they were all on like the same squad, right? They were all with the Redskins, I think.
The Redskins.
Commanders,
yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
now, but the Redskins back in the
Commanders.
day.
They were, yeah, and I think McDaniels was a water boy or something
Yeah,
like
dude,
that.
he started from like bottom, like, yeah. No, you guys have a great head coach. That's why, like, when I think about the Broncos, man, like we for the longest time we didn't have a quarterback after Peyton. After Peyton retired, I mean, we went through that carousel.
Yeah.
Of like we were like, oh, it's Brock Osweiler, it's Trevor Siemian, it's Tim Tebow. It was like, who is our QB? You know what I mean? And now like we got Bo Nix, who had a really promising rookie year. I don't want to talk ahead of myself. You know what I mean? Let's see how he does year two. People have year two slumps sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, and then our head coach, we finally got we have Sean Payton now. You know what I mean? We also went through a little bit of a carousel of head coaches.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that core of having a solid quarterback, good head coach, good coordinators. You got a freaking beast in the middle of your defense, Fred Warner. Like
Fred
that guy
Warner.
is a
And we got
missile.
Bosa.
You guys got
a
Bosa.
DPOY.
You guys got Bosa. So that's going to be interesting to see like where you guys go. Kind of basing it all on what we're talking about right now with the current team. Who would you say is your favorite player? You could have like a 1 and a 2 if you want, or just one.
Honestly,
You want one on defense, one on offense. If you
yeah,
want.
okay. My favorite on offense, McCaffrey. He's just a dog.
He does it all.
Catches,
Yeah.
rushes. He could even throw a touchdown
Dude,
at some point too.
He does it all, bro.
Yeah, he's a dog, bro. Like
Yeah.
he bounces off tackles too.
You have to
runs
account
fast.
for him. Like you have to. Yeah, I think if you're a defense, you have to. What's the word? Like your strategy on defense has to be surrounding Christian McCaffrey when he's healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like, dude, if he's in there, he could break away for a 100-yard run if you just like leave a
give
little
him
hole.
little hole.
Or
yeah.
he can go out and he can catch passes,
catch passes, of
run
course.
routes.
Yeah, there's a picture of McCaffrey right there.
Oh
So,
yeah,
the
look at
turkey
him. Look at
leg.
you. Yeah, turkey leg on probably Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's insane. Like that's
Yeah.
all you can say about him. There's I would say him, the Saquons, and
Yeah.
Derrick Henry's.
Derrick
Like,
Henry,
you do not
yeah.
want to try to tackle those
Dude,
guys.
you know
'cause,
who I like now is Jameer Gibbs.
Gibbs, dude,
With
he's
Lions,
fast.
he's fast. He runs routes. He's solid back there,
Yeah.
bro. Like I didn't know his game. I wasn't aware. I wasn't familiar with his game when he came out. And then I've watched him. I'm watching Quarterback right now, the show on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it's Jared Goff, Joe Burrow, and Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
So obviously the Lions. So they show a lot of the Lions, and so like just watching Jameer Gibbs on there, man, he's unreal. So he's like an up and comer that I
Yeah.
think is going to be really good. You know what I mean? So and then who would you say on defense? Like I mean, is it kind of an obvious, I guess, maybe one or two player.
I would definitely say Fred Warner. He's like just the leader,
Fred
basically,
Warner's a
of the
beast.
Niners, I would
Yeah.
say. Tackles hard, reads route. He could guard one-on-one
Dude.
with wide receivers, tracking
Yeah.
down running backs. Yeah, he's the guy. He's literally
there's
the
Fred
guy.
Warner
Yeah,
right there. Yep.
freaking huge, massive, bro.
Dude,
So
look at that. That dude running right at you, bro.
yeah,
Yeah. No, thank you.
yeah, good interceptions and all that. It plays through injuries
And just 5'4", something about that number, like for linebackers, especially middle
5'4".
linebacker, 5'4", 5'5", you
Yeah,
know, like those are just dirty numbers for
Patrick
a linebacker.
Willis was 52.
52.
Navarro Bowman, 53.
Yeah. Yep.
So, you know,
What was Brian Urlacher? He was 54.
I think so.
I think he's 54.
Yeah. Shoot, I mean,
And that's, again, not being biased, but kind of biased because we're from New Mexico.
New
Brian
Mexico,
Urlacher
yes,
is
sir.
one of the greatest linebackers of all time.
of all time, yeah.
And, Fred Warner's a freaking menace, dude, on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
The defense runs through him.
Yeah. The thing that does suck is that we did lose Greenlaw to
Mm-hmm.
you guys, the Broncos, unfortunately. He was like the co-leader, you
Yeah.
can say, you know. But he was like that energy
Yeah.
to Fred Warner's like fire too. So, it's
Dude,
like,
you guys would have won, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys lost the Super Bowl when he got hurt, huh?
yeah.
Greenlaw. I think if he would have stayed in, and I'm not just, again, we could talk hypotheticals and like
Yeah,
what could have been.
Yeah.
He was playing the game of his career.
Yeah, exactly.
He was guarding Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce couldn't do
He had
anything.
0 catches, I think,
Zero catches.
at that point. Yeah.
And running off the field. Was he running onto the field?
running onto the field. And
After halftime.
No,
right?
it
Or
was, they punted, or no, we punted, and he was ready to go back onto the field, and
It tore his Achilles, right?
yeah,
And you could see the snap in his Achilles, man, and that was heartbreaking. Because I think I was with you guys, with the family,
Mm-hmm.
watching that. And after Greenlaw went out, man, that game it was the Kelce day. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
and just offense, the Chiefs offense just
it
kinda
started
ran it.
going.
They-
The running
yeah.
game, their run game was like, I think they were like under 20 yards at that point. I think it was the middle of the second quarter, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. But
That was gut wrenching, man. And I've seen you like I don't hate the Niners by any means. Like I have family, obviously, that's like Niner fans.
Yeah, exactly.
So when they hurt, like if they're, especially because I hate the Chiefs, I think everyone that's watching this knows that. I'm a Broncos fan. I got to, but watching that live with you guys, it was gut wrenching because it was like the whole energy was like deflated.
Yeah.
Because it was just he was playing out of his mind, and you just see his Achilles pop.
Yeah.
Going onto the field.
Yeah,
He's
it
not even on
just-
the field. And like I obviously wanted you guys to win that as well. So once I saw that, and then it was kind of like a field day on the backup linebacker.
yeah, exactly.
That was so I'm excited. I mean, you know, and you guys are gonna move on. Like you guys are gonna be fine. But we're excited in the Broncos because like we got him in the building now, and I want to see that dude flying, bro. Like I
Yeah.
want because our defense, especially last season, we were back. Like Patrick Surtain.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say about him. That's the best defensive player in the NFL. You know what I mean?
I'd agree.
I don't care who it is. There's a lot of them. But once I saw Greenlaw and now I saw Hufanga, where we lost Justin Simmons recently.
that sucks. I don't know why he would
Yeah.
switch the Falcons.
Yeah,
and
he
made a
left.
big
I mean, it was
mistake.
contract, and we couldn't pay him what he
Yeah,
wanted.
everyone wants
It's fine.
money at the end of the day. It's
It's cool. and
unfortunate, but
yeah, I think he'll retire with us. There's some players that I think will come back and retire at Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
Von Miller is obviously one of them. But now that we're gonna have, when healthy, Greenlaw, because our linebacker core was kind of hurt a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We had Singleton, and he was good, but we had a Barton. But now that we'll have Greenlaw in the middle, Hufanga on the back, and then Patrick Surtain and Riley Moss. And I think his name is is it McMillan? I think.
Yeah,
as
something
our
like that.
slot. That's a good defense now. Like
Yeah.
we got some
Solid.
dogs. So, but yeah, I think Dre Greenlaw, was a dog with you guys for a while. Kind of backing up on that, obviously we've been to some games together, and you've unfortunately you've seen some you've seen the highs and the lows for
Yeah,
your team.
of course.
What's like one of your favorite like memories that you can remember from the Niners that still sticks with you? It could be watching it on TV. It could be in person.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's recent. When we beat the Lions in the NFC Championship, we came back down like 24-3, I believe. I was having like almost like 1,000 heart attacks that game. But I remember that catch from Ayuk when Purdy tossed it up and it bounced off the helmet of or it went off the dude's hands and then the helmet.
And then he caught it and it
yeah. So to be honest, that was pretty lucky. Like that probably should have been an interception, but it was just, guess what? The football gods wanted to happen. That was definitely the turning point in that game, in my opinion too. It was like I was excited. I never lost faith in that game, and I remember after the game too, my heart was pounding for the rest of that night. But I would say that was my favorite moment.
Dude, that's awesome. Because like I think as football players and as football fans, watching our teams and being diehard, both of us, like there's some games, man, where you just like when the Broncos lost that Super Bowl against the Seahawks that we don't talk about.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I changed the channel at halftime. Like I was like, this is it, and then I turned it back on, and then when I saw the literally the kickoff, right?
Yeah.
And Percy Harvin ran it back for a touchdown. I changed the channel. I think I put the news on. I was I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to watch this anymore.
I believe I might have been with you. I just don't remember like as
I think
well.
You were younger. That was 2015.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That was 10 years ago. You're like 9.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like there's always energy in the game. Like you could feel that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like that game against the Lions, it was just like sure we were down, but it's like I knew they had stuff left in them to give it all, and our team was insane that year. So it was like, and it just happened, touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
Yeah.
But that Lions team, they're really good either way.
I think that Lions team, speaking of the Lions we just talked about, I'm watching that quarterback show.
Yeah.
And Jared Goff is one of the quarterbacks that they're watching and highlighting, and they were on the same trajectory last season. The Lions were solid.
Really good.
And then they had all those injuries. I mean, it started with Aiden Hutchinson.
That was like
dude, that's like I'm trying to think, like that's like the Chris Jones of the Chiefs. That's the Nick Bosa of the Niners. That's you know what I mean? Like TJ Watt of the Steelers. Like that's your dude.
Yeah.
And for him to go down, and then it just kind of was like a domino effect because it was just like the Lions. It was just every player got injured and got injured and got injured. So like, and I kind of wanted to see them in the Super Bowl. Like I was like, I would be okay seeing the Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl because I feel like I don't think they've ever been there. Or have definitely never won the Super Bowl. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, so I was like, I would love to see that, but the Niners have you've been through with them through the ups and downs. Even though you're 19, you didn't live through the Joe Montana.
Yeah, so I've yet to have witnessed the Super Bowl. I could watch replays and all that with the
highlights.
Yeah,
they're all grainy and like
Steve Young bouncing off 6 tackles.
Ronnie Lott, dude.
Yeah,
that guy
was a dog. But
and you can't touch Jerry Rice.
No,
I think that's arguably the best receiver.
All
time.
There's the Randy Mosses.
Yeah, you got Randy Moss, and even now, I mean, if you talk about receivers right now, I mean, you have your Jamar Chase, you have your Justin Jefferson. Your Puka Nakuas that are a little, the younger guys that are up and coming. You have your Devontae Adams still.
Yeah.
That guy's still.
Those guys are all elite, but I don't know if you can compare him with Jerry Rice still, though.
He used to put like fear in people's like eyes, bro. I think the people that went up against Jerry Rice were like.
And it's just different eras, Football changes all the time.
Yeah.
Like maybe 10 years from now, it's gonna be even more different.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely there. He is right there.
Yes,
Look at that guy, bro.
That's a goat.
God. What? Yeah. So you haven't been around obviously in that era. So. No. But you can still, like, obviously technology nowadays, right here, like you can pull up anything and watch highlights and watch what the Niners were about before they were even at, because what was it before? It's Levi's now or it's Candlestick now?
It's Levi's, but it was Candlestick.
It was Candlestick, yep.
Yeah, Candlestick was actually in San Francisco, and now Levi's is in Santa Clara.
Santa Clara, okay. I've been to Candlestick.
Yeah.
Not inside. We got me and your family.
Yeah,
my niece, my sister, all of us. We got to see it when it was already. I think they were all in the. I don't know if they demolished it.
Yeah, they were like breaking it down. But it was still up.
But you couldn't go inside. So we got to see a little bit from the outside in San Francisco. But yeah, I think your guys' season's looking up. I think you guys still have some core elements to the team.
Yeah.
You got McCaffrey, like we mentioned. You got Ayuk on the offense.
Kittle.
You got Jawan Jennings. I mean, I know there's some contract stuff going on with him right now.
Yeah.
Kittle. I mean, that guy is the freaking man. I love George Kittle. Like the way he plays, his persona. Like, I just love watching that
Yeah,
guy.
even if you're not a fan, like,
Yeah.
of the Niners, like, Kittle is, like, that guy, you know.
You
he's
can
like,
relate to him. I think
Yeah.
people can relate to him.
Like,
at
he
least.
likes WWE
Yeah.
and, like,
He likes
having
I think he likes like
fun,
anime or like he loves like Pokemon. Like
something
yeah,
like
look
that.
at him. Look at that luxurious.
He's always,
hair.
like, smiling, too. Like, there's never a moment when he's not, like when he looks mad. Like, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing at the end of the day, but it's like,
Oh, dude, look at that guy. I draft him pretty much every year as my tight end because he's also really productive.
productive, yeah.
And he's kind of like talking about Brock Purdy being a little younger. I think he's a little what's the word? He's kind of like a safety blanket a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like Purdy gets in trouble and then he likes to block.
Yeah.
That's the thing that you
He's
don't
an
see with tight ends.
all
Yeah.
around tight end. He blocks, catches. Like, there might be some games when it's like, oh, one catch for 10 yards.
Yeah, but he blocked the living crap out of
But
the
yeah,
freaking defense.
he pancaked the freaking
Yeah.
defensive tackle.
And,
So it's
then
like
McCaffrey ran for 150
100-yard
yards.
touchdown. Yeah, that's the thing about our team too. I feel like we have a lot of players from later rounds in the draft. Like
Yeah.
4th,
5th, 6th.
Kittle
round,
was
7th
like
round.
a 6th round,
Yeah.
250. Juwan
Iowa
Jennings.
State, or Iowa.
Yeah, Juwan Jennings was like a 6th round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, we have
Juwan
dogs,
Jennings is
bro.
good, man. Like I remember I had him in that one game where it was like I'm pretty sure like Ayuk was it Ayuk and Debo or just one of them was hurt.
I think Debo was no. I think they were both.
I think they were both out and Juwan was like the number 1 receiver.
We were playing the Rams.
And he went off for like 10 catches for like I don't
3
even remember.
touchdowns.
Yeah. I had him on my team. I had him. Thank God I stashed him on my bench.
Yeah.
And started him, but yeah, I know he's kind of facing some like contract stuff where he's trying to get paid more, and you know that's kind of the reality of the NFL.
Yeah,
These dudes want to get paid.
That's the one problem I feel like I have
Yeah.
with the Niners. It's just like, or just the players themselves. It's like a lot of them are divas.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
Ayuk, he sat out the whole training camp, the whatever
Yeah.
that had to be assigned to, and he did not look good for the first couple weeks of football, and then he tore his ACL,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So it's like, oh, we gave him all this money.
and now he got paid, and now he's not. Now he can't play.
And he wasn't doing anything in the beginning in the first place.
Yeah.
But I love Ayuk. It's just like same with Debo. It
Yeah.
happened the same thing with Debo. You know,
God, that's sad to see because those are like your core players, and they're like obviously like get paid like for sure.
yeah,
I get that, but
yeah, I understand. But it's just
public.
like, yeah,
it's like
they
the public persona.
they share it out too. They're like, oh, I'm doing this instead of playing football.
Yeah.
My job, like that's his job. Like,
Yeah, dude. Like
know?
you get paid to play football, and like contract and stuff. I feel like that should always be behind closed doors.
Yeah, don't
You know
say
what I
anything
mean?
on
'Cause-
social media.
Yeah, I completely agree. What do you think? I mean, we kind of talked about it, like evaluating your team here this next off season, going into the season. Like, what are your hopes? What are you feeling like?
Yeah, I feel like I said before. I already feel good. You know, it's like I feel like it's like a bounce back type of year. You know what I'm saying? We have something to prove. I feel like every team always has something to prove,
sure.
but definitely the Niners should have something to prove. Purdy just got paid.
Yeah,
Whatever's a 5-year, 250 M's. I don't know what it was.
gotta show that you deserve.
Got to
it.
show why you are that quarterback. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But you know, yeah, just we have something to prove. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. We have good rookies. We got Williams, I think, from the draft. He's from Georgia, I
Yeah,
believe.
Georgia. Yep.
Tackles well.
Yeah.
I heard he's young and he could accompany Nick Bosa really well.
Nick
So,
Bosa needs some help, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Especially with some of the players that you guys, not got rid of, but that left or
Yeah.
retired, whatever the case is. You
Yeah.
guys need to help Bosa out.
Yeah.
because he can only do so much on the defensive line. You know
Yeah,
what
and
I
we
mean?
just got Robert Saleh back.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Dude, that's crazy because he, like, it comes full circle because
Yeah.
like he was your defensive coordinator, right?
Yeah.
And then he went to the Jets. I think that's all he went, right? And then he came back to you guys.
Came back.
Yeah.
And he was a coach with the actual head coach.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank God we got him back. You know, he's a dog, and that's why in the draft we got strictly defensive players because we lost defensive players obviously
Yeah.
too. But yeah, we got a lot of young young players. Fred Warner, the captain. Nick
He's still
Bosa,
going,
another
bro.
captain.
And he's a beast.
Yeah,
Like, I
but-
love watching Fred Warner. Like that, good, he's all over the field. I don't think that defense would be the same without him.
Yeah,
Even with Nick
definitely
Bosa,
not.
I think Fred Warner kind of just runs that defense for you.
Exactly.
Guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you have any plans? I know you got school and stuff coming up. Do you have any plans to try to make it to a game this year, or what are you?
I really do, but I don't know if this year I will be able to.
Yeah.
My plan, low-key, really want to go to a World Cup game,
Oh,
soccer.
yeah,
But
yep.
yeah, it's coming here, and that's
cool.
going to be pretty
It's going to be
expensive.
expensive. Yeah, save up that money and go to that.
Yeah,
because you
but-
can always catch a Niners game.
Always, but,
the World Cup's every 4 years, and it's not. It has never. Well, not. I don't want to say never, but it doesn't come to the U.S. very
U.S.
often.
Yeah, and yeah, you have to travel usually. But
Yeah.
no, I really do want to go World Cup game,
That's cool.
but yeah, at some point I do want to go to Levi Stadium.
Yeah.
Or maybe we play the Broncos in the
Yeah.
regular season. Go to Denver.
Are you what team would you want to watch in the World Cup? Is there any specific? Is it Mexico? What do you want?
Honestly, it just has to be
European teams?
a well-known team.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
don't want to
so,
watch you don't want to watch like Saudi Arabia versus like Japan.
Yeah,
You're just like I
probably
don't know any of
not.
these. I don't know any of these players. No
Yeah.
offense to them. You know, great teams. They're
Great,
in the
yeah.
World Cup if they make it there. But,
Yeah. Yeah, preferably I would want to watch like a France or like
Spain, Italy,
Portugal.
Germany. Yeah. I
Yeah,
got
that'd
you.
be so cool.
Dude,
But
that'd be
yeah,
sick.
in terms of football though, I do want to go watch a Niners game
Yeah.
with Purdy, like McCaffrey. I hope they all stay
Yeah.
for a couple more years so I could go watch them
Dude,
soon.
yeah, you need to go watch them play, especially in their new stadium. Because
Sick.
that's gonna be the Levi Stadium. But yeah, I guess who I want your prediction. Like, who do you got? Who do you got going to the Super Bowl? If I just said, hey, you got to make a pick now, and roll with it, and then who do you think would win out of those two teams? And you can be biased or you can be realistic.
Yeah.
Everyone's different, right? If I'm a Browns fan. No offense to the Browns fans out there, I can't be like, hey, Browns are going to be in the Super Bowl because
Exactly.
they got a little bit of work to do, right? But like, who do you think like if you just had to pick one?
So I don't know if you knew this, but the upcoming Super Bowl is in San Fran. So
Oh, wow, I didn't know
Levi
that. Okay,
Stadium.
okay.
So that's why I'm saying.
Speaking of Levi's, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
the Niners have something to prove. Like, would it not be sick to play in your own home stadium? That's why I'm.
Yeah.
So I do have, like I said, I have really high hopes for the Niners. I think they definitely should make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Should even compete for the number one seed. Like, our team's
Yeah.
still really good. Like,
Yeah.
you can't overlook our team.
Oh no, any given day for you guys.
Yeah, I would say Lions as well.
Yeah, give me some NFC teams that you think.
Hutchison's coming back.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of their players, right? That got hurt.
Yeah.
They got Amon-Ra,
Yeah.
the really good team.
Yeah.
Eagles.
Sam Laporta. I
Oh,
like Sam Laporta.
Laporta,
Yeah.
really good tight end too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Eagles, can't go wrong with the Eagles.
God, dude, they just keep getting. I hate to say it, but they just keep getting better.
Yeah.
They this last draft, they just completely crushed it.
Yeah, and
Like,
they were the last pick in the draft.
I'm like, they got like the freaking steal of the draft in that the linebacker. I can't remember his name right now.
He looked really good though. I was like,
yeah,
yo,
bro.
how they get?
Yeah, I wanted him, and I think we literally didn't get him. We could have got him.
Yeah.
We didn't, and then all of a sudden the Eagles out of all teams got him, and I'm like, they just keep stacking up.
Yeah,
dude.
no, they're really good at drafting. They fleeced the Giants,
Yeah.
grabbing Saquon. Like that sealed the
And,
whole deal.
Like, look at their division, man. I mean, not to hate. There's a lot of, promise. Like, okay, you got Washington, Jaden Daniels.
That
looking
team's gonna be
good.
pretty good
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Can't go wrong with that team.
But they haven't showed enough to I think, get make a huge run yet, in my opinion, in that division.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Cowboys. You know what I mean? They're that team it's their year every year.
It's always their year.
It's always
bro.
their year until it's not, which is like middle of the season usually for them. And not hating. I mean, I actually like Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb's.
He's disgusting. Yeah.
They're not going to really challenge the Eagles, in my opinion. And then then you have the
Giants.
So who's their quarterback?
Yeah.
I think it's Russell Wilson.
Oh, it's Russ now. And then they do have
Jackson
neighbors.
They got neighbors.
Um,
Dexter Lawrence.
Dexter Lawrence.
I mean, on the defense, but they ain't got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You look at the Eagles, bro. You got Jalen Hurts. You got AJ Brown. You got
Saquon.
Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley, Lane Johnson on the
And then their
offensive line.
defense?
Their whole line, actually.
No,
Their defense. You got studs on the defensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I like what's his name, the white cornerback, Cooper DeJean.
Yeah.
And then you got the other side, the guy that was from Toledo. He went to Toledo. The other starting, the really good.
Yeah.
can't-
I know who you're talking
blanking on
about.
his name. The other cornerback. They got safeties now. I mean, dude, they're gonna. I think that division. So I think back to what you're saying, like Lions, Eagles. You know what I mean?
I mean, the Commanders sneaky. They just signed Debo.
I just think they're still a
Debo's
few
dog.
pieces away. I don't know.
Yeah, they got Tunsil, right? That's his
Yeah,
name.
Laramie Tunsil.
He's older, right? Like so
He
it's
is.
like-
He was one that had that whole scandal. Did you see that when he got drafted?
Yeah, and he's like a false start merchant too.
Yeah,
That's
he was
why-
at the
but
Lions.
he's a Pro
I'm
Bowler.
sorry, he was with the Dolphins, and he was
Yeah, but the Commanders pretty
Mm-hmm.
good. Yeah, they took Debo from us.
Yeah.
The thing about Debo, he is a really good like running back receiver.
yeah. They
But
use
it's
him
like-
gadget, like a gadget player all over the field on offense.
But yeah, they got McLaurin. They're
yeah.
they're gonna be pretty good. Other than that,
What about AFC?
yeah, AFC.
The Chiefs are still freaking running
Yeah,
that.
Chiefs are gonna be good. They're getting
to- I
back.
hate
What's
to
his
hear
name? Rice, right?
Yeah, Rasheed Rice.
Rasheed Rice, because he got hurt.
Hollywood Brown. They have
Hollywood
They're like, the Chiefs are like not the best team,
No,
but they're like they don't have like number one. They don't have a Justin Jefferson or a Jamar Chase. Even Travis Kelce's already like older, right? So he's not like in his complete prime.
yeah,
But somehow, dude, with Mahomes behind center and with the ball in his hands, and with like their coaches, dude, Andy Reid, Steve Spagnuolo, like those dudes, they still.
yeah. It's just like I swear every time I like see something, it's like, oh yeah, the Chiefs had the #1 defensive coordinator from like 5 years ago.
Yeah, and he's
it's
still
like,
with them, and he
yeah,
has opportunities probably to go head coach.
head coach, but he's like,
They're like the Patriots, bro. Like
Yeah.
when the Patriots was with Tom Brady, that era, like where they were always in the conversation.
Yeah.
Like even if they didn't always win necessarily, I mean they won 6 with Brady, but like even if they weren't always winning, they were always in the Super Bowl. They
Yeah.
were always in the the playoffs, and that's kind of like the Chiefs now. And I hate to admit that because I'm a Broncos fan. But
yeah, but it's like Mahomes does have that like swag, like, oh yeah, I'm the guy. But
Also, he gets bailed out. Let's be real.
yeah, we could talk about refs and all that.
Yeah.
They favor them and whatever, but they're always gonna be there, unfortunately. But the Bills, they just
Bills,
signed
yeah.
Josh Allen to Supermax.
I like Josh Allen.
And the thing about Josh Allen I like too is like he does it like with like somewhat mediocre players.
I was gonna say who's around him?
exactly.
James Cook, but who's their receivers?
Yeah, Shakir and
Keon Coleman.
Coleman. It's like
Bro, like yeah, even his tight ends like are actually bigger names, but they're not really used
Yeah.
as well as they could. And so yeah, it's really just Josh Allen.
and friends, Josh Allen
Yeah,
and friends.
Josh Allen and co.
But I think they're
Ravens.
always going to be there just because Josh Allen's Josh Allen at
Yeah.
the end of the day. Yeah, we got Ravens too.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar's a dog. Derrick
Yeah.
Henry. Who are the receivers that are pretty good?
Rashad Bateman. They got. They got what's the other? Zay Flowers.
Oh, he's good.
Um,
Zay Flowers is good.
But yeah, again, same thing that you said with Mahomes or with Josh Allen. They don't really have. Like look at Burrow. Like I'm sure maybe you'll throw the Bengals. I don't know if they're on your list. But
Yeah.
Like Joe Burrow's got T Higgins and Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
And
And
those are like both #1 receivers. Basically.
The thing about the Bengals is their offense is really good, but it's like, but they lost 35-33, whatever the
Yeah,
score is.
yeah.
Like they'll put up points,
But their
their
defense-
defense,
yeah.
no, awful.
But they do have the Chiefs number, so like if I ever see that like matchup, I actually feel confident that the Bengals.
I
can
get
win.
excited. I'm like,
We
Joe
got-
Burrow's really good.
The Broncos got beat by the Bills. We got spanked by the Bills in the playoffs.
We lost too.
Yeah, it was bad. But we got to the playoffs with Bo Nix. In his first year. So
that's
I'm
a
like, oh,
great start.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have high hopes going against Josh Allen, bro. Like
Yeah.
in Buffalo, like,
Cold.
And
I
they-
mean,
yeah, and they-
Denver's used.
and I just feel like they can be like that Super Bowl team next year, right? So like that energy and that aura is already there.
Yeah.
So like the Broncos going into Buffalo in cold conditions,
Yeah.
playing Josh Allen when he's MVP, the odds are stacked against
Yeah.
us, and
It's like-
it was all good. Like it was his time, it was his turn.
Yeah,
and
like-
Bo Nix is on the come up in my opinion, and it took him a couple years, but I think he's gonna be a solid quarterback.
I
for
feel
us.
like as a Broncos fan too, like this last year, I don't know, just like this is how I think too. It's like I feel like y'all were expecting less
Yeah.
just because Bo
Yeah,
Nix is
first
a
year.
rookie.
Yeah.
But y'all made it to the playoffs and really good defense. I feel like Broncos always usually have like a somewhat decent defense.
Our defense is always solid. It's just in the past it's been our offense it's like the opposite of the Bengals.
yeah,
Like,
but
we
it's
couldn't do
getting
anything.
better now. So,
Oh yeah, I mean we needed to freshen up that offensive
and
scheme, man.
Sean Payton, really
Sean
good coach,
Payton,
of course.
our offensive coordinators, because it got to the point where it was like really stagnant to watch our
Yeah.
offense because we just go 3 and out every time. It was like run up the middle, get stuffed, throw an incomplete pass, and then we get sacked, and then it's like it's third and 12.
Yeah, and it's
Or 4th and 12, you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, punt it. We not
Punt
even
it.
kick.
No.
We didn't even we weren't even close enough for field goals. It was like just punt the ball, and then our defense would have to bail us out, and they can only do that so much.
yeah, you can
before.
only you can only do it so much, and then
Yeah.
at some point you'll get scored touchdowns on. So
Yeah. But anything else you want to say, before we kind of wrap things up here in the 49ers episode?
Niners gonna win the Super Bowl.
There you go. You heard it here first. There you go. Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on the pod. We'll do more of these for sure.
Of course.
This is
Thank
only
you for
episode
having me.
4. Yeah, of course.
Yes, sir.
We're going to be doing a ton of these. And right now I'm just doing like the episodes where we focus on one team, but eventually it'll just be talking fantasy football,
whatever.
talking. Yeah, so I'll have you on again. And yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in again. We have Oscar, and he was an amazing guest today.
Of course.
If you guys haven't already done it, you guys can go like, subscribe, comment, share. I love the feedback that I get from everybody. This is just the beginning of me building this empire out. So definitely show some love. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on your Spotify, music, podcast playlist. It'll be on your Apple podcasts. Wherever you get your podcast, it should be on there. So you guys definitely like, share, comment, follow. And until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.
Thank you guys.